Welcome back to Noobs Recaps. Today I'm going to explain an action thriller war movies called Sam Bahadur. The film begins by introducing a young Sam Manekshaw, born in Amritsar in 1914, growing up in a family where education and discipline were valued. His early fascination with military stories and his resolve to serve his country set the tone for his future. Sam's decision to join the newly established Indian Military Academy, IMA, marks a turning point in his life. We are taken into the grueling training routines at the academy, where cadets are pushed to their physical and mental limits. Sam, despite the hardships, stands out as a promising young cadet with a sharp mind, a keen sense of strategy, and an indomitable spirit. After his graduation, Sam is posted as a second lieutenant to the 12th Frontier Force Regiment, stationed in Ferozpur. Here, the film slows down to depict his personal life, particularly his budding relationship with a young woman named Silo Bode. Their courtship is shown against the backdrop of Sam's growing responsibilities in the military, highlighting the balance between his personal commitments and his rising military career. Their relationship becomes a central emotional thread throughout the movie, providing an intimate look into Sam's personal life and the challenges of being a soldier and a husband. In 1942, as World War II intensifies, Sam is promoted to the rank of major and sent to Burma, a strategic battleground where the Indian Army is tasked with halting the Japanese advance. The scene shifts dramatically as the film transitions into full-scale warfare. The Battle of Sit Tang Bridge is depicted in stunning detail, with soldiers entrenched in the thick jungles of Burma, engaging in relentless skirmishes with Japanese forces. Explosions and gunfire reverberate as Sam leads his troops into battle. The action reaches a crescendo during the climactic moment and the Japanese forces attempt to capture the vital Sit Tang Bridge. Sam, stationed at the front lines, is shown in the heat of battle, issuing commands amidst a storm of bullets and artillery fire. Just as the tide of battle seems to turn against the Indian forces, Sam is shot multiple times, collapsing to the ground. His injury is portrayed in excruciating detail, the camera focuses on his bloodied uniform, the tension building as he struggles to remain conscious. Despite his grievous wounds, Sam refuses to abandon his men, motivating them to hold their position. His sheer determination and willpower inspire the soldiers, and in a moment of heroic sacrifice, they manage to destroy the bridge, halting the Japanese advance. Sam's recovery is a pivotal moment in the film, demonstrating his physical and mental resilience. As he recuperates in the hospital, he is awarded the Military Gallantry Award for his valor. This act of bravery sets the stage for his rise as one of the most decorated soldiers in the Indian Army. The war ends, but new political challenges arise with the impending partition of India in 1947. The film introduces the tense atmosphere as the Indian subcontinent is divided into two nations, India and Pakistan. As borders are redrawn and millions of people are displaced, the military too faces division. Sam's unit is split between the two nations, and soldiers are forced to choose their loyalties. In a pivotal scene, Major Yahya Khan, a close friend and colleague of Sam's, urges him to join the newly formed Pakistani army. Their conversation is filled with tension and emotion as Yahya appeals to their shared history and camaraderie. However, Sam remains resolute in his decision to serve India, driven by his deep sense of duty and loyalty. This moment underscores Sam's unwavering patriotism, setting the stage for his future as a leader in the Indian Army. The film explores the emotional toll of partition on soldiers and families, emphasizing the personal sacrifices made during this turbulent time. Sam's decision to stay with the Indian Army is portrayed as both a personal and professional challenge, but one that ultimately defines his legacy. In the years following independence, Sam's military career continues to rise. The film transitions to the early 1960s, focusing on the growing tensions between India and China over border disputes in the Himalayas. The Sino-Indian War of 1962 presents a new set of challenges for Sam, now a senior officer, tasked with leading Indian troops in one of the most treacherous and challenging terrains in the world. The scenes set in the Himalayas are visually stunning, are shown fighting against overwhelming odds. Sam's leadership during this period is depicted with nuance. Although the war ends in defeat for India, his tactical decisions and ability to maintain morale among his troops are highlighted. His ability to lead with clarity even in the face of adversity further solidifies his reputation as a military genius. The Sino-Indian War marks a turning point in Indian military strategy, and Sam emerges from this conflict as one of the most trusted leaders in the army. The film's climax focuses on the 1971 Indo-Pak War, a defining moment in Sam Manekshaw's career. By this time, Sam has been appointed Chief of the Army Staff, and tensions between India and Pakistan have escalated to a breaking point. The political backdrop is set, with Prime Minister Indira Gandhi shown in consultations with Sam, seeking his counsel on how to respond to the atrocities taking place in East Pakistan, modern-day Bangladesh. The film dedicates considerable time to building the stakes leading up to the war. Sam's strategic brilliance is highlighted as he advises the Prime Minister on the need for careful preparation before launching a full-scale offensive. His candid conversations with Indira Gandhi, where he refuses to be rushed into battle without proper readiness, portray him as a leader who values the lives of his soldiers as much as victory. When the war finally breaks out, the action sequences are grand in scale, featuring land, air, and sea battles. The film vividly portrays the liberation of East Pakistan, with Indian forces launching a multi-pronged attack on Pakistan's military positions. Fighter jets engage in aerial dogfights, naval ships clash in the Bay of Bengal, and tank battalions charge across the plains. The battles are depicted with relentless intensity, capturing the brutal reality of war. Sam's role as the chief architect of India's victory is emphasized throughout these scenes. His ability to coordinate the army, navy, and air force with precision leads to one of the swiftest military victories in modern history. The liberation of Bangladesh is shown as a moment of immense pride for India, and the film captures the emotional impact of the victory on both Sam and the nation. The film's final act focuses on the aftermath of the war and Sam's legacy. Prime Minister Indira Gandhi is shown publicly acknowledging Sam's crucial role in the war, and in a historic moment, she elevates him to the rank of Field Marshal, the first and only officer in Indian history to receive this honor. This moment is portrayed with grandeur, symbolizing Sam's unmatched contribution to India's military success. The closing scenes reflect on Sam's life, his numerous achievements, and his enduring legacy as one of India's most revered military figures. The film ends on a poignant note, with Sam looking back on his career, surrounded by the respect and admiration of the nation he dedicated his life to serving. Like, share and subscribe for more movies recaps like this in the future.